Right, it's Tuesday and it's time for Man Cave here on the Power Breakfast Show, where we discuss a plethora of issues, big thing like one, and uncover a myriad of problems.
I see you.
Myriad. Thank you very much, Willis Nomba. Of course, the panel is chilling with us here. Of course, Sheila Komboka, Mankush, Pastor Kuria. Nasikia unaitwa Paul. Sikuwa najua
unaitwa Paul. I'm going to read names.
And Roy Karise. So today, of course, kudos to the electorate for electing three. There are going to be three powerful women governors, but that also brings to the fore whether men can handle power and confidence and the alpha female.
I think maybe that's where the problem starts. The fact is, when you say there are three, I think that is a challenge within itself.
Absolutely.
Because we'd expect
3 out of 47.
3 out of 47.
Right.
And then you question that, why are women not running for these positions? Probably the expectation, as you're saying, is that we don't expect women to take these kind of roles. And a lot of women have been expecting or accepting they are not meant to. Right? So they have not been taking these positions.
Meant to men. Meant to.
Hey, if you just learned English about 2 years ago, you're still excited about it. But the fact is, a lot of women thought that it's not their room. But these first three will be the beginning of a step of that. You will see as a surgence of women beginning to start taking up these positions. But as you're saying, it's probably not an expectation from our traditional setting. We don't believe that women are supposed to take such authoritative roles.
And if you see that,
so no surprises.
Yeah, most of the conversations online have been, how do you say it? Their husbands, their men, how is that going to be for them? And brings to the fore the discussion of, are men afraid of the alpha female?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like this is something that anywhere in the world, like...
She's a victim or cause of the
problem. That's what that was going to be the next question.
No. I feel like this is definitely a situation that... I mean, yesterday, was it yesterday 52% was trending?
Yes.
Yes. This goes to show that... For the longest time, women have been asking not for exactly equal rights, but just to have a seat on the table, to be able to make decisions. It's all about decision making. And once you remove that decision making off the table for men, and now you're bringing women onto it, then does it still become a patriarchal society, which has been the biggest challenge that we're having, and especially in rural areas where people are excited that there's a female governor. I'm just like, there should have been more. They should have been more, because there are a lot of people who are qualified. This is not 1901 where only men had the opportunity to go to carpentry school, so they could be the only ones handling the workshop. This is 2017 where a lot of women, in fact, in Harvard, about over 50% of the women who are getting or people who are getting PhDs and masters are women.
But you see, the thing is, the politics. I thought it was an aggressive. I mean, it's not passive in shock. Because I just want to you see,
I think things are changing quickly nowadays, and they are not changing to the better side.
Okay.
They are changing to the worse, because a woman was created by God to submit to man. To submit to man. But submission does not mean that you are a slave. All you do, you know nothing. Because I also have my role to play. I'm supposed to love. I'm not supposed to submit. Now, when you're asking whether men are fearing the powerful women, it is now becoming vice versa, that men should submit and women should love.
So okay, in essence, I guess, what do men fear then? Is it that they are, like Sheila was saying, their role is being usurped? I'm on a roll today. Is it that their role is being taken over by the females, that if, let's say, Sheila becomes governor tomorrow, akirudi nyumbani, hata yeye ni governor nyumbani?
Okay, you know, first of all, what's happening, Willis, realistically, it's what Pastor can, because he's sweating, he's fearing it. Women actually, today's women are more confident and sure of themselves. Right? They're like Sheila, Lakini, okay, half. Lakini, they're becoming very sure of themselves.
So Sheila is not okay.
Yeah, Sheila makes it.
There's a compliment in there somewhere.
No, she has exceeded the stated dose. But I think what has happened is, I think to some extent where they're doing it wrong is the authority has no issues. That a woman of authority and of confidence, a career woman or a driven woman or a professional woman, that's not the issue. But the way the alpha queen is today is she's a bully. The way she's approaching her aggressiveness, I mean the authority, she's enforcing it rather than earning that respect. What I'm trying to say is here, you have a lot of women today who are saying, we deserve, we want, you're demanding rather than earning. That's right. Right? I'm going back to the past where I'm saying I think they were a bit too soft. When you talk about submitting, Mambo Zama pastors are to submit. Yeah? That was a bit too soft. But when now we've gone in the opposite direction, we're a bit too aggressive. Yeah, in the way we're approaching it. The kind of, today's chicks now will tell you, oh, there's a Githeri man. Where's Githeri Bay? Where's the lady version? You start demanding things. Where is the Githeri woman? Yes. Githeri girl. Yes. You want Githeri girl.
Women can't
even ask can't eat Githeri. We know how to eat it even better. So they demand things instead of earning them. So I think they're going around it today not in the right way. It's too aggressive. You should earn that respect. You should build it in a more tactical manner.
But you know what? Let me tell you. You know, I love every single time we talk about women. You know, and you can see that it is from a man's perspective. We are talking about an election that had thousands, tens of thousands of people who stood for that election, for different posts, and it's not 50-50. And yes, there were women who stood, who expressed their interest, and simply because they are women, didn't get the chance. You understand?
Yes.
Because of the electorate. Nitapigia mwanamke kura. Let me bring it back home. The fact that women want a seat on the table doesn't mean they want you off the table. Doesn't mean they want you off the table. And it doesn't mean that we're trying to fight men. We just want to be able to say, hey, up until 2017, you've been steering the conversation as to the direction the whole planet should be going. Now, can we also be part? Yes. Can we also be part of the conversation and say, there's so many things when you bring women onto the table.
When we talk about women here.
Yes. Hold on, let me just remind guys, you can talk to us using the SMS line 22422, that is 22422. What are your comments, views, and even suggestions, I guess, of moving the conversation forward, and also the hashtag.
When we talk about women here, I think we should draw a line. Because there are married women and there are single ladies who are very, they use Tolac in everything. And there are and there are these married women who actually they are not even interested with vying for anything.
So you see, those are open.
So they are still career women.
Okay.
So when we are talking about whether they have power, we should look which side. Is it the married women or the single ladies? Because single ladies, they are single ladies by choice. They have chosen to be.
Yeah, but I think it's wrong for us to start now grouping women and saying, let's segment it.
Thank you.
Tall women, short women, the ones who can walk fast, the ones who can walk slowly. No, if we do that, we'll over-segment them. Let's respect ladies as ladies and women as women.
Thank you.
My only challenge is the fact that we are saying, as you're saying, there are married women who won't want to pursue these careers, so therefore they are too soft. Then there's a younger type who you're talking about, today's woman, who is too aggressive. Willis, when I'm talking about aggressiveness, it's in this context. Yes, if you go and crash and knock on the door and slam on the door, you will get into the job interview. But you will not get the job because a decision or character will have been developed or shown, demonstrated by you, that does not make someone feel like giving you the job. So the aggression with which the women are coming with, today's women, is exactly the reason they are not getting those positions. Because what ends up happening is the guys end up rejecting and now saying, you know what, that's your stance, you're meant to be an outsider.
But it's the aggression because of
being denied for a long time.
Yeah.
Thank you. In fact, let me just replace the word aggression with assertion. It's very different.
Come on.
Women.
Linguistics 101.
Assertion.
You know, it's so if this had been a matriarchal society, since this man cave would be very different. Very, very different. Women have generally been known to be, as Pastor would say, submissive. You should be less than the man. In fact, you shouldn't even raise your voice. There's some cultures, even first world countries like Japan, where a lady should not raise her voice. It is not ladylike.
It's not big.
Okay. So for the longest time we've been running with, it's what is ladylike and what is unladylike. But what you're having is, you still want me to submit to those sort of cultures or traditions from back in the day, when we are competing then we were talking about, like, maybe when I was submissive, I was just your wife. I was just the one who's tending the field. That's the only role that I had. But now I'm a boss in an office. You still want me to be submissive to my employees? Yeah, how are they going to respect me? And my male counterparts are allowed to run with whatever, whatever it is. But when a woman becomes assertive, she's told, she's too manly. No. But no. She's putting her confidence forward.
There is no problem. Confidence for you and all of your friends.
Which is okay.
There's no problem with the assertive. I think what we're talking about is not the problem being assertive in the job. I mean, you're the boss, you're good, lazima ukuwe assertive. But sasa ukikuja nyumbani na ask pastor, kuna hiyo, hebu explain even submissive na assertion.
You see, women must draw a line to know what I'm supposed to do at home and who I am in the office. Don't bring the office character home, because you are going to destroy your home. You are going to destroy the mechanism which creates marriage. It's like a policeman coming in the house telling his wife, sit down, amka, keti, harapa, toa hizo nguo. You see, I'm a letter policeman in the house. The same thing with men or women who comes in the house with office work. They have never drawn a line. So the problem is drawing a line. So I don't mind a woman having power, but when that woman comes home, submission must be there.
I think we're talking about the methodology, it's how you carry the power that matters. As I've said, you go to the job interview, you can force your way into the interview, you can't force your way into the job. And we're saying at the end of the day, it's Sheila, that yes, we are going to have assertive women, but if you're assertive in a meeting in the wrong manner, guys end up now being defensive or reacting against you for no valid reason, but merely on the fact that you're coming to assert the fact that I know you're looking down upon me because I'm a woman. You're really emphasizing that point by your behavior or manner to say I might be a woman, but look at the control and power I have.
So what should
the balance is very delicate, and I'm seeing that today's women are very, very, very alpha driven. When you talk about those alpha queens, probably Varangaya Biandevu, because now they have come with the whole idea where they have lost that some of that softness is a lot of what makes them more attractive and a lot of what gets them audience, right? Because even as we're talking about governors here and stuff like that, governors, the women who made it into positions of governorship, right, didn't necessarily have to go out and campaign using an aggressive method or an assertive method.
They kind of
they don't have to. I'm trying to tell you, there are a lot of guys who listen to you without you being that assertive. They say, hey, who your mama?
But
you have to support her.
This is
but now the younger ladies feel, no, you come with, as I told you, the Faranga Ndevu authority, where you're over-asserting the authority.
But here's
that's where the young girls are going wrong.
Roy, in a situation where, say for example, this election that just ended, you're saying that the women should just be chill and calm and polite, as you don't need to be aggressive. How many who are not aggressive made it into parliament? This is, and you're saying, and what you're saying, and what Roy's point is that there's a lot of men who, out there who will support you, that you don't need to be aggressive. Where are they? Where are they? Where are all the men that would support a woman without them being aggressive, just coming up and saying, hey, this is my credentials and I'm running against this plethora of men. Vote for me. No, I'm not going to vote for you because this is not the position, this is not the role of the woman. And look, the ones who came out really strong, the ones who came out really strong, the Chai Tingilus, the Anwai Gurus, are the ones who got the seat.
So what does that tell you? But the Labosos also came out a bit softer and also got the seat. What I'm trying to tell you guys is be very careful, guys. Right? Look at all the times you've managed to convince men to do things. It's when you've used the least assertive or aggressive stances.
So you're like socialites. Like socialites. Because I'm just putting it on the table, because Why is it?
Make selfies on the table.
That's what I'm saying.
I woke up like this.
Yeah,
I woke up like this on the table.
It seems the ones who can make it, further with male acceptance is when there's a nice picture attached with cards and stuff.
I'm not making it.
I can see some danger here. Because if you enter into power with bitterness of men in you, now you become a boss, or you get a higher position than the man, and you have a pain. You came in that power with pain. Now you are going to pour all the shit you have.
That
on men.
It's exactly where we started this conversation. I told you that what you become is you become a bully. Because now you're there to prove the muscles you have that people don't see. And you keep reminding them, let
me ask you, honestly, when you look at Charity Ngilu as the governor of that county,
Kitui.
That county.
I was going to say Unkambani. Does she, by her being a governor, is she taking away from the fact that there was a man who was running against her? No, she's just a winner. She's just a winner. But we cannot take away the fact that for a woman to make it in this world, you really have to
be assertive.
You really have to be assertive. No. And let me tell you, it's very easy for you to sit there and be like, no, you just need to be yourself. Yourself is either you're being taken advantage of or you're being overlooked.
You play the game differently.
52% was trending yesterday. Why are we having this conversation? This is anywhere you go, they would prefer the man over the woman because leadership role has always been the reserve of a man. Now you want to enter a man's game. How you have to outperform.
Can I give you an example of a woman who's respected around this world, and let's accept it. One of the most highly respected women in this world, just because of her style. Michelle Obama. Truly, America doesn't say that Obama is everything. We all, as men, let's just be honest, we give credit to that woman in shaping that man. But it's her style and tact towards taking the respect she gets. And her respect extends beyond.
And she didn't even ask to run, but guys are like,
please, when guys have started now even asking, this is the woman would like to run. We don't want Hillary because we believe that Hillary is trying to remind us she's a woman who deserves to be the president. But this other one does not remind us she's a woman at any one point. No assertiveness from Michelle Obama. And the reason why Michelle like I've just come from the Guinea, the other place for this summer. Indeed. The thing is, a lot of us respect that woman without us realizing how we're falling into her space, into her box. We just have to be clever about it because we are insisting again. Supporting Kena Pasi and also as modern guys.
Pasi is modern.
How is he modern? We will see more. But you're gonna story. I'm saying the thing is to convince both of us, right? All you have to do is we shouldn't see you coming. The moment we see you coming with that assertiveness, you get rejected.
All right,
hold on. Let me just take some comments here. The confident woman definitely scares men. The worst scare for men is the single, confident, independent woman. Men should understand women are seeking to be part of the changes in the society by sitting at the table. This is Nyawendo from Embu. Man Cave, actually, God said women submit to their husband, not man or men. Women are to submit to their husbands.
Yes.
Guys, Masharia. A woman, a seductive enchantress who confuses as much as she attracts men. Our society is collapsing because of westernization. She must submit or else the society will choke her. Didn't leave a name. Somebody says... My name is Meda. I would wish to contribute. As women, we need to understand that there is great power that is hidden in submission. Please, women, understand that you can conquer the most powerful men through submission. And then somebody just says, good morning, Daniel. I'll assume that is for Pastor. And then women should understand that it's Almighty God that made a man the keeper of the woman. Yeah.
So I like this. Everything else you read there, I'm just like, there's one person there. Yeah, I gotta tell you, man. There's one person there who really made sense. And just coming back to Pasi's point, women were made to submit, and we're not saying we're not going to submit. We're just not going to submit to everyone. Thank you. You submit to the man that you're married to. Look, the fact that we're here seated about discussing about how a woman should behave is ridiculous.
No,
chill. That's what I'm saying. It's super ridiculous. And a lot of the tweets that have come in, people are saying women just want. We don't want to take over. We're not trying to dominate. This is not about conquering the man. There's someone there who's like at yours, conquering the man. No. This is about the survival of the species together as both women and men. Look, women have their strengths. There's someone who says seductive enchantress. Yeah, that is a woman, okay? And it's not every woman. Not every woman is seductive and enchanting. There are other women who are super strong. They are muscle women. They are conjure. They are who? Women are, different capacities. But a strength in a man comes in like physical strength, making decisions and whatnot. But what we're saying is, can we sit together and allow each and every one of us to be able to make decisions?
Right.
Me being confident has got nothing to do with you doing your thing.
Okay, because of time, I'm going to allow us to give our final perspectives. So just shout out to the Ngosi, is always contributing every week here. Shout out to you for Anasema. A woman is a woman regardless. Pastor Kush. Our man keep his back. Yeah. Shout out to you, the Ngosi. Final comments, I guess I'll begin with Mr. Roy. Sheila, alafu Mr. Submissive, but on your wish.
Submit. My papers.
My point, as I told you, why I pulled out the Michelle story is very simple, and I think that the conclusion for me is this: it's as simple as this. Today's ladies are ending up looking like bullies, right? They have the right, the capacity to be able to take those positions of authority, definitely, without fail. But the manner with which you do it is very important. Assertiveness and force will not get you the respect you deserve. It will not. You have to be clever and conniving about how you're able to approach it. Because meeting it head on, I guarantee you, has more negatives than positives.
For me, at the end of the day, I would just like to tell every single person there who's watching, stay focused on building the economy rather than suppressing other human beings. Also, not all women are the same. Yeah, so you can't use a yardstick of some women are confident and some others are submissive, so the ones who are submissive are the real women and the ones who are confident are Western women. We're just trying to use the education that we got to be able to better the society. So if you're in a situation where you think a woman is overtaking you because she's confident, she's aggressive, I think you're still in there.
They're not nini.
Okay, I believe behind a successful man, there is always a complaining woman behind. Sorry, there is always a hard-working woman behind. If you keep on,
how many lost votes are there?
If you maintain who you are and your role which you are supposed to play in the society, I don't think positions can have any problem. As far as you are maintaining and you know who you are, don't use Tolax because you have achieved a power. But humble yourself. And everything will be okay.
Also, just adding on to Roy's point, respect is earned, whether you're a woman or a man. Right. It's earned. It doesn't matter. If you're going out there just demanding respect, oh, me lose.
Yeah, man.